We're State. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina.
Guess what? We're drinking breakfast wine.
Yeah.
Me and Christina
Well,
are.
I'm not.
Cassie is drinking evening wine.
Normal evening wine. Mine's a red.
That's how you know we're about to have some fun.
Mine's a
today.
red. I got it from the south of France.
Ooh,
Okay,
fancy.
bitch. Mine is a screw top Pinot Grigio, 2023.
Mine's Kirkland brand White Claw. So
The joys of living in Europe.
Oh my God, that's so fun. I mean, technically, it does say it's from Italy. So there you go.
There you go.
Chloe.
Import. Now it's gonna be $10 more next time you go get it.
Oh, shut your
Wine
mouth.
is so cheap here, you guys.
No.
It's kind of weird. It's weird because you're like $8 for this bottle of wine. You're like, that it's gonna be shit, right? It's the fucking best wine you've ever had. You're like, God damn, what the fuck?
dude, yeah, when I went to Paris, you would get just a bottle of their table wine or whatever, and be like the best thing you've ever
Sends you to the moon.
It's like $5.
Yeah.
You know? And you're like, oh my God.
You're like, how dare you? It's
Yeah,
disrespectful.
seriously? How dare you? Yeah.
We have to talk about this creator that has come up with this new way to rate feminine attractiveness on a scale between butch and
Like
uber
hyper
feminine,
femme.
right?
Yeah.
The creator's name is Jordan Raskopoulos.
I have to start by saying I love them.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
The delivery
The
is
content.
so dry.
It's
Highly
so
recommend.
perfect. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so-
Amazing.
It's
yeah.
so dead serious, and I love it.
Mhm.
And so the 5 archetypes basically are spices,
Mhm.
ginger, sporty, scary,
Sporty.
baby, and posh, right?
Mhm.
So in the scale of things, posh being, fine wine, fine dining, ultra femme,
Mhm.
posh spice, right? It's very likes glamorous things, right? And then baby, also very feminine, but they describe it as like, whereas
Kawaii, like
posh
cutesy.
is yes, kawaii. It's super like baby, like cute versus beautiful,
Hot.
like hot, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And then sporty is kind of the can live between like, somebody who plays sports, is a gamer, or somebody enjoys sports, somebody who is kind of into those non-traditional quote unquote feminine things.
I feel like I would put Ginger next.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Ginger's right in the middle. I feel like
They put Ginger at last. So, but I know, but I don't think this was built on the scale, but I agree. I think
Got
that
it.
sporty
Okay.
might be the
'Cause-
last. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would go like, if we're going hyper femme to the least femme on this scale, on this particular spice scale, for me, I think it would go posh, baby, ginger, sporty, or no, scary, sporty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I would.
probably.
Or
I
you
would
wanna
flip.
scary and sporty.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would do.
You think scary is least, the most mask? I think sporty is most mask in the scale, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
And I also think that scary actually could be. I guess it depends, because the ginger is very like politically minded. It's very
But it's girl power.
but it is girl power, but it also is it's justice. It's and they were even saying at the end of this one video, they're like, I didn't use the traditional British flag because I don't
The
believe
Union
in
Jack.
Yes, because of the they're colonizers, and it's very ginger to not use that. And
True.
I was like,
So you
yeah.
used fire instead, which I was like,
Yes,
perfect.
yeah.
Yes.
And then so sporty, and then scary spice is the kind of like alt girl, piercings, kind of probably
The
emo,
punks, the goths, they
goth.
fall in that category.
Yes, yeah, yeah. So I'm excited to see what you guys think you are. I think that I think that I am a ginger.
You're ginger sporty.
That's what I was about to
gonna
say.
I'm
I think you're a ginger sporty,
but with like a
dash
scary
of
moon.
Scary
Moon.
Yes. Yeah. If we did it in terms of like your big three.
Yes.
Right. Like
Yes.
I definitely think that. I think that I am a ginger sun, posh rising, scary moon.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I would almost see. Okay, now this is my take on you.
Okay. I'm listening.
I actually think that you are ginger with a scary rising because I think you have like I think you have a little bit more emo alt girl than you are initially come off, right?
Yes,
like I think you have this kind of inner emo girl that shines through a little bit and also plays into that ginger a bit, and I would say almost posh rising because I don't think you come off posh, and I don't mean that negatively.
Oh, you mean like posh moon?
Yeah, posh moon.
I you know what? I think you're absolutely right. I just told you guys off mic that I am slowly but surely, because I do try to be a little bit financially responsible. I am slowly trying to replace my wardrobe, and the vibe I'm going with is like I'm going in a boho whimsy goth
I like
direction.
This. I love this for you. I love this.
You know, like a lot of long skirts and boots.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm dressing like I'm in the Craft or Practical Magic vibes.
I love this for you.
Yeah.
I love
thank you so
this
much.
for you. It's who you've always meant to be.
It's who I am inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving you'll never get away from the sound of the woman who loves you.
I just added Silver Springs to one of my playlists. I actually just did.
God.
So you are 100% right. It's like that. There's that picture of Stevie Nicks with a black cat, or Stevie Nicks with a white cat or a white dove, and Cher with a black cat, and they're on the same image, and I'm like, I want that. You know what I mean? A little bit of Cher glamour, which is why I'm like, I do enjoy a high heel.
Yeah.
I do enjoy like a beat
You
face.
got that posh moon. You got that posh moon.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Christina?
I think I am a posh sun. I'm just poor.
You love the finer things. You really do, especially like food and travel.
Yes.
You are like a first class bitch.
And in my off mic, when we were talking about my new closet, like renovation, and the things that I'm gravitating towards and like purchasing now are like less clothes and more like just like I really need to make myself more comfortable spending a lot more money on clothing.
You want a capsule wardrobe that's
really
like really high end.
Yes. Yeah. That is my dream.
Yeah.
Do I know how to achieve that? No, not really.
You, fam.
But in my head, I'm like, I really just want like the least amount of clothes necessary.
Yeah. I could see you hiring a stylist.
You could.
Yeah.
I want
or
this.
hiring Cassi
I want to be
as
this
your stylist.
for you. Do I have a posh moon?
Yeah. So I think I am a ginger rising. And I would say moon wise, this might be shocking. I think I'm a baby moon.
That is shocking, actually.
I thought you were going to say sporty. I did.
Yeah. No, I think I truly, in my heart of hearts, the people that really know me, like, I think get to see the baby side of me. I do like soft, being taken care of, feminine, like that kind of thing. But it's definitely not the side that I present to the world. Yeah. So I don't think I'm sporty, and I don't think I'm scared. Well, maybe people think I'm scary. Maybe I'm a scary rising.
I actually think that you're ginger sun, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because you love justice. You love that, like,
rules.
Yes.
Fairness.
Like things fair and
yeah,
equal,
you know what?
And
I would agree.
And I would almost
think
say
that
posh rising. The like flip
the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. No, I loved this this chart. I felt like really just made sense. And then if you watch more of her content, she's like she has different names for like True Ginger and
oh my god,
did you watch that? I was
It's
like,
so
it's so good.
This is why I love the internet. When you sent that,
Yeah.
I was like, this is where the internet comes in clutch.
Oh,
yes.
It's because we have people like this. And I will say because this is becoming a regular segment on the show, on our weekly TikTok roundup of things that we're enjoying, the internet mashing up funk songs with rap music
Yes.
is the best. That Rick James, Meg the Stallion
Remix
mashup,
is so good.
so fucking good. I heard someone today do, I don't remember what Kendrick song it was, but they did a Kendrick song and Staying Alive.
Squabble
and I was
Up,
like,
I think. I think it was Squabble Up.
Squabble up.
Yeah.
I'm just like, look, Cassie, you have to come back, and then we're gonna have a girls' night. We need to go somewhere where they're doing a funk hip hop mashup night.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be able to peel me off that dance floor.
Done.
Oh my god, I'm in my
can't
bed
wait.
just like listening to everything on TikTok. It's so fucking good.
I want to do that. And I also want to come back for that Scholastic adult book fair that they're doing at
Boozy
Idle
book
Outer.
fair.
Oh.
No, meanwhile, my latest obsession has been Ashby as the Lorax. Have you seen
Oh my god! Yes. The one who did the out the window.
Yes, for the Hamilton.
Alex,
oh my god!
Come
Also,
back to bed.
you see, this is the shit. I'm just like, people can talk shit on TikTok all they want, but who would have had that on their 2025 bingo card? That women dressing up in colonial dress to like crawl out of windows, out of dog doors.
So good.
Best of Wives, Best of Women from Hamilton. It does not sound as funny as it is.
No.
It
So
was
good.
making me scream. It is so fucking funny.
I found the one where the woman dressed up her cat as Hamilton.
Her Lorax, like your mom jokes, are just like, it just kills me. And her faces, oh my god! And it's not even based on like, she's just dressed as the Lorax. It's not based at all on the
It doesn't
character.
matter.
It's so good.
All of us, what I'm learning from TikTok is that we are all hanging on by just the tiniest fucking thread.
Yeah.
The one I sent you guys today where it was that woman who was dressed up as Chit. I can't
Yes.
wait to see all the Chits.
It's gonna be so good.
For Halloween.
It's gonna be Chits and Loraxes.
and Hamiltons.
And Hamilton's.
Just hanging out, like just incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much. Wait, so Cassie,
Yeah.
what was your three? What was your big three?
Ginger,
You said your
sporty,
yeah.
and then Spice Rising.
Spice Rising. Okay. Amazing.
Yep, I love
Yeah.
it. Well,
All right.
guys, we're heading into Virgo season.
Oh boy.
And we had a Virgo moon last night. I got witchy. I'm a
Me too.
as a Virgo rising. Definitely feeling my power. Hopefully coming in this month. Interesting to be a Capricorn and Virgo in the same. I was like, what is the difference between a Cap and a Virgo? Because they kind of are the same.
But
I feel
Capricorns
like
are
Caps-
the cardinal sign. So Capricorns are the leader of their signs. So of the earth signs, Capricorn's a leader. So that means that you have the leadership abilities of the Capricorn as well as the
Mutable.
tenacity and the mutable strength of a Virgo as well.
Yeah. Virgos are mutable. So they're a little bit more flexible. I also think Capricorns are more, I think Virgos are more organizational focused. And I think Capricorns are more like goal
Ambitious.
ambitious.
Yeah.
Money focused, more ambitious.
Yeah, it's a tough burden, I will say. I do not recommend, but
Listen, I am a Pisces sun, Capricorn moon. It's rough out here.
yeah,
It's hard out here for a
It's
pimp.
like the most emotional and like the least emotional.
yeah. Well, should we Should we pick our Virgos for this Virgo season?
Yeah, I feel like we've done so many of
I know who
the
I'm
Virgos,
going to do.
so I'm trying to find someone we haven't done before.
I'm going to do Pink. I don't think we've done her.
You know what? I almost picked
love.
Pink. Yeah, because I do love her. You know who I'm going to do? Colin Firth.
Nice. Well,
I'm going to do OG Mr. Darcy.
Okay.
I'm going to do Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh. Well,
We have done him before, and wow.
I
smoke
keep him
show.
in. Keep him in. Keep him in.
That's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, 3 very different Virgos here. Pink feels like a Virgo to me. She
Yes,
actually does.
very
I was
much so.
reminded recently, because I was watching, I talked about her last week, but one of my favorite YouTube creators, Kenny JD, was doing like I said, she had a section on her show called Bad Movies in a Beat where she does her makeup and she watches bad movies. And she did Save the Last Dance, which we covered for a Tainted Love movie. And the one thing that we complimented and she complimented about that movie is how good the soundtrack is. And they do have some Pink songs on that soundtrack. And she totally reminded me that it was like the era when we all kind of thought that maybe Pink was like a light-skinned black woman because it was like R&B. And she had and she had like cornrows at the time and she was doing like straight up R&B music.
Yeah.
And she's got
that
voice.
We loved it. I mean, it's amazing.
That voice and that body. Oh my
damn.
God.
Body, babe. Oh my God.
Girl,
I
that
want her
tour.
abs.
Listen, there's nothing hotter than her being dipped in the fucking
Suspended from
water.
the ceiling.
Damn.
Oh,
God damn.
She does that rendition of me and Bobby McGee that just gives me chills every time I hear it. Her voice
So
is so
soulful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's tough.
I think I know what I'm going to do, but
Yeah, I'm trying to
nobody's
see
ready,
if
I think I'm gonna go.
Okay, go for it.
okay. I think I'm going to marry Pink. I love Pink.
that for you.
And
Yeah.
I think that of the 3, it's the person I would respect the most and also
have the most fun with.
she works hard.
Yeah. I have so much respect for her and I think that she would be a really good partner. Also, she's a woman, so
Yeah.
of course she's going to be a better partner.
We all want to have a wife.
Yeah. True. And then I'm going to fuck Alexander Skarsgård because hello.
I mean,
yeah,
climb him like a
Come on.
tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
and
do
then, I'll friend Colin Firth. I think that, listen, of the 3, if somebody was like, oh, this person, one of these people came out with a scandal, it's Colin Firth in my book. So I know.
dare you.
Think?
I know.
How dare you?
I know. Over Alexander Skarsgård. So
Wow. Okay.
I know.
All right.
Well, I cannot for the life of me figure out what Pink's rising sign is, but she is a Virgo sun and Aries moon.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so she's got a little bit of
Little spice.
in there, some
no,
fire.
it's actually good. I saw somewhere that it's good for you to for your partner to have
Your
the
rising.
moon. Your
I
sun,
can see that.
your sun, and their moon. It's a good
Have to
combo.
do Chris's again. See?
Yeah, because Eric's moon is Cap, so it feels like a lot of times it helps him to understand me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
emotionally.
Yeah. So
Keegan, what's my moon again?
Hold on one moment.
Taurus.
It's either yes, it's Taurus.
Oh,
It's
that's
Taurus.
right.
So mean. It's a bit now that you don't like that.
love it.
Okay, hold on. Let me find Alexander Skarsgård. He is a Virgo sun, a Virgo moon, Virgo Mercury, Virgo Venus.
Holy shit.
oh my God, I might marry him. Do you know how much stuff we would get done?
Lord. Jesus
Accomplished.
Christ.
And how
I'm a
is
little
he so
scared.
funny? He's so funny.
Yeah,
I'm a little intimidated.
I am too.
love it. I'm in love.
He's making notes after we have sex, though.
Oh, he's a Virgo ascending.
That's rising.
He's a triple.
That's
Yeah,
ascending
yeah,
is
so he's a
rising. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a triple Virgo.
I just want to study.
Virgo sun, moon,
I want to
rising.
study him. I want to have
Wow.
long conversations.
Yikes
Ooh.
on bikes. It's a lot.
I get scared anytime someone has all three that are the same. You know, like I'm like,
yeah, I feel like our sex is going to be so planned.
oh yeah, scheduled. Sexy.
Spontaneity would be difficult, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well.
I think I'm going to. Well, now I have what you said playing in my head, Cassie.
Sorry.
About Colin Firth. It's okay. Because that kind of countryside, you know how much I love like a countryside English lifestyle.
Yes.
Right? Like soft girl life kind of. That's what I see with Colin Firth. I feel like it's going to be, maybe it's just because I've seen him soaking wet in Pride and Prejudice coming out of that river.
I feel like he would be tender, which is maybe what Cassie's picking up on, which is very gross to her.
It's so gross.
I feel like he would be a tender
I want
person.
someone to be nice to me.
Yeah.
I do. So I think I'm going to marry Colin Firth.
I love that.
I need someone to be nice to me. I do want them to bring me flowers and coffee and breakfast in bed. I want that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm tired. I work hard. I'm productive.
Yeah.
So Cassie's like, yeah, sure. Okay.
Do it, lady.
On your birthday.
On my birthday. I'm going to fuck Alexander Skarsgård too. I can't not, even though
Pink.
I would love to fuck Pink. I feel like.
How do we feel about all three, huh?
My God. A threesome with Alexander Skarsgård and Pink. Are you fucking kidding? I don't think I could keep up. No. I would need to work out beforehand. I would need to train. I would need to train for it.
I'd be in the cuck chair for sure.
Jesus Christ. You guys strong, you know? But with Alexander Skarsgård, like triple, quadruple Virgo, he's going to make sure he's got it planned. Yeah. Everybody gets equal time.
Yeah.
There's Gatorade.
Yes.
We've got electrolytes ready. Yeah. That's
very
exactly
responsible.
Right.
Very,
yes.
And you know what? There'll be
just
swings,
in case.
There'll be things. Yeah. There'll be plenty to go around.
Virgo is prepared. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Pink will either hang me from the ceiling or herself, and
I'm fine either way.
Completely on board. Yeah. But for the purposes of this conversation, I will fuck Alexander Skarsgård, and then maybe friends with benefits. Pink.
Yeah, you have a little too much like wine, and one thing leads to another.
Also, her husband is very hot.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
very hot. So
you and your husband come over, and
Colin Firth is overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed.
He's in the cuck chair.
Whoa, yeah, 100%.
Oh my God, I wish this. I wish I could name the episode that, but I think that's a step
Colin Firth in the cuck chair. No, we're gonna get sued. We would get sued. Don't do that.
No.
Like Colin Firth's like, I don't play like that. Like I'm British, bitch. No.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A cease and desist comes in the mail.
Shit. God damn. I'm marrying Alexander Skarsgård. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, good for you.
My God.
Yeah. That's the posh thing to do. That is your like posh rising there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. The level of just organization and things in their right place. Ooh. Oh my God.
I'm getting a little scared about that though. I feel a little American Psycho energy.
Nothing on counters. Oh yes.
All the pens are perfectly straight.
Yes. Oh. Oh my God.
On the desk.
And listen, yeah, I think this is my perfect life. Somebody that is that much of a true Virgo, just detail oriented like that.
He keeps his private life
busy.
Private.
Yes. I love it.
I bet you he's. I'm with that kind of like very in control energy, that like need for control. Mm-hmm. I bet that man is dominant.
Yes.
Or
yes.
he's
in
the opposite
the bedroom.
in the bedroom. Or he's the opposite.
Or maybe he needs to let it go in the bedroom. He needs someone else to take charge.
I gotta be honest, I could switch it in more ways than one.
So yeah, that's my husband. And then I think I'd have a better time fucking Pink. out of the two.
I understand that.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
hot.
Colin Firth is not my Darcy. I know it's a controversial opinion.
No,
It's
the same.
not. It's equal across the board. I think that there are some people who are Colin Firth bitches and some people who are Matthew McFadden.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think I'm a Matthew McFadden, but I could, like Cassie, I'm ambidextrous that way. I can go either way. You know what I mean? I swing both ways,
I
Darcy
could go
wise.
both ways or always.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Always.
saying?
Yeah.
Get me in that Darcy sandwich.
Listen. Yeah.
I'm
Nom nom nom.
faithful to Matthew on that regard. So yeah, I think, I'm going to friend Colin Firth though, because I have a feeling like he would have lovely like afternoon tea at his countryside estate, which would make me feel very fancy.
You're going to come visit me and my husband, Colin Firth, and we're going to have the most beautiful guest room for you.
Oh,
Like
there'll be,
4-poster
That's
bed.
lovely.
hydrangeas
Yes.
cut fresh from your garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pink and I will have a
100%.
room of our own. I love this for us.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
Speaking of kind of talking about old time book / movie adaptations, I sent you the information about the upcoming Wuthering Heights adaptation, which I was not excited about because I was like, I don't know about this casting. I don't know about the direction they're going in until I read that it is extremely horny. This is a Wuthering Heights, which is one of my favorite books of all time.
It's 50 Shades of Wuthering Heights is what I heard.
A BDSM adaptation of Wuthering Heights, and I am like, and I love a fucking enemies to lovers.
Yes.
Like a unrequited. Oh my god, this is gonna be so
Hot.
tense.
Okay, I can't wait.
It makes me angry how much I loved that book when I was younger, because specifically the ending. The ending, like spoiler alert, like him ending
For
up with
a book that's over 100 years old. Thank you for
If
shouting
you
that.
haven't read it by now, babe.
But yeah, I
think you can spoil
am
it.
very excited for the movie. But yeah, I hope
Me
he
too.
doesn't end up with her daughter. That's weird.
I don't love that.
I do blame my love for 19th century literature on all the issues I have with men.
Yeah.
I really, really do. Every single one of them. Like, trying to fix men.
I would love to say that my book choices were, because I didn't get into those books, but my choice of books during that time were more fucked up. I'm talking V.C. Andrews fucked up.
Well, yeah, because you were doing a big Anne Rice thing at that time probably too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, fucked up in a different way. Mine were fucked up mentally and emotionally, and yours were fucked up sexually. And also mentally.
And, all of the above.
All of the above. Well, we do have a new patron. So I want to give a big shout out to Malia Alderson. Thank you so much for joining us on Patreon. I want to let you guys know, I sent out some rewards, and I don't know if I didn't put enough postage on them, but they got returned to me. So if you haven't received your rewards, just know that I need to send them out again. I haven't forgotten about you. And if you don't receive your rewards, I would say in the next week or so, please reach out and let me know. I'll put extra postage to make sure that it makes it to you. But Malia, thank you so much for joining us on Patreon. We are so happy to have you. I hope you enjoy this month's Tainted Love movie. We covered True Romance, which was Cassie's pick. And next month, we're doing Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, which is Christina's pick, which I'm really, really excited about. So,
Yeah. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then come back with stories?
Sounds
Yes.
good.
Sweet.
and we're back. Okay, Cass, kick us off.
Okay. So the story says, we had met at a house party a few days prior, and he asked me to go for tacos. So I figured, why not? The conversation goes poorly. He spent the first 20 minutes complaining about how his coworker received a 30-cent an hour raise over him. And every time I tried to change the topic, it literally anything else, it came right back to a 30-cent grudge.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. If things are tough, I'm not trying to minimize that, but if somebody gave me a 30-cent raise, that would be my 13th fucking reason. Are you fucking kidding me? 30 fucking cents. You can get so fucked.
Buy yourself a nice cola or something.
I know, seriously. I'm like,
Can't even. You can't buy a goddamn thing with 30 cents nowadays.
It reminds me though of when I was in beauty school and like little old ladies would give you like a quarter and be like, "Oh, get yourself a pop."
Oh,
You're
baby.
Like, oh,
I can't.
Can I get one more?
Yeah.
50 cents at least.
seriously.
Yeah. After about an hour of running through every first date question I could think of, it turns out this man only likes two things. Seinfeld and Def Leppard. Neither.
Oh, no.
Why can't I just picture this man right now?
He likes what he likes.
I guess.
Wow.
Choked. I mean, listen, I enjoy a good Seinfeld episode. I'll put that shit on like late at night.
Yeah.
Falling asleep, like kind of drunk. You just got home from the club. You're like falling asleep over your Taco Bell, and you've got Seinfeld playing.
Yep.
Fine, great. But like, if you make Seinfeld and Def Leppard your entire personality, I'm out. I'm out.
That's it, huh? Great. Cool.
Oh
Wow.
my God, awful.
Neither of which hit the mark for me. The restaurant was fairly dark, but throughout the day, I kept seeing his face illuminated as he was secretly texting under the table. I let it go. I let it go at first, the first 5 times, but finally I asked if that's what he was doing, which he denies. At this point, I am praying for the ground to open up and swallow me whole to get me out of this state.
Hold on. You can't be like, no, I'm not.
No.
You're going to gaslight me in real time at the dinner table?
When I
like,
see the light
I have
from your phone.
eyes, dummy.
Right. I'm not stupid. Maybe 15 minutes later, his roommate, who I had met at the same party, walks in with some friends and they say, "Hey, Dan." Dan stands up and says, "Oh, hey, dude. It's funny to see you here." His roommate looks
Did you fucking text
dead
your
in
friends?
the eye. His roommate looks him dead in the eye and says, "What do you mean you texted me and told me to meet you here?"
That roommate is not taking any
not.
improv classes. He was like,
Did not yes and that situation.
no,
not even
he was
at all.
like, no, bro.
What are you talking about, dude? You just texted
But
me.
you know
to
what?
meet
That's
me.
on him, though. Like,
Yeah.
if you are, every woman knows that. If
Yeah.
you have to text a girlfriend to get you out of a situation, you need to,
Yeah.
in the shortest amount of words possible,
Got
you
you,
need
fam.
to brief them on what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? You got to let them know. I'm having a bad date. I need you to come rescue me. Please
Done and
play
done.
along.
Of course. Done and done. Yes, and period. I grabbed my bag, laughed, and walked out. At least the tacos were decent.
You needed to be rescued
Yeah.
from this date?
Wow.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Sir.
He's
Wow.
like, she wasn't really into Seinfeld. So
Dude, get me out of here. She doesn't like
Don't get any of my jokes.
oh
Okay.
God.
This one is an "Am I the Asshole?" actually
Ooh.
from from Reddit. Okay, so I went on this first date with a guy I matched with a couple weeks ago. Let's call him Kevin. Not his real name, but it fits the vibe.
He's got
So
Kevin
weird, every
vibes.
Kevin.
He's giving Kevin energy, if I'm honest.
Everything was going fine before the date. Everything was going fine before the date. Texting was fun. He was sweet. He didn't give off serial killer energy. Pause in that because are you guys on the side of TikTok where that guy was like, people keep thinking I'm a serial killer?
Yes.
Oh my fucking God.
Yes.
And every detail of information he reveals about himself, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you might be.
You could
The one
be.
who was like the back of your back seats or your whole back of your car is empty. That could be a
I like the person who just zoomed in on one eyebrow and they're like, this is the reason. Because it was all like one really
Specific.
aggressive eyebrow.
specific eyebrow.
The addition of photos
Oh
to
my
the
God.
comments, TikTok comment
Magic.
section were already elite, and then you let us do this. Oh God,
Incredible.
You guys,
so good.
I don't want to sidetrack this, but I have to tell you because my ADHD will not remind me to do
Please,
it later.
Yeah, no.
TikTok brought, like this. Okay, so there was a woman and she was in the graveyard and she was like doing a photo shoot and it was really cute, but she brought her ghost box with her and the ghost box was talking to somebody. And one of the things that it said was like, oh, she talked to this guy. His name was, I don't even remember, Gavin or something, Gideon. I don't even know. But then somebody was like, she was like, what's the best thing about being over here? And somebody said Carl Jung.
Oh,
I almost
Cassie.
fucking sobbed. But everybody's like Carl Jung, Jung. And everyone's like, oh yeah, I can see that. He's great. You know, the psychiatrist, philosopher. But I'm like, I'm like, no. And then it said something about a message for his daughter. I'm like, it's for me. It's for me.
Oh my
God.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm going to cry. Like, I was like, it literally said Carl Jung. And I was like, oh,
Cassie,
but my dad
that
just died,
me
and that's
out
his
completely.
name. I know.
That was,
it gives me
that's
goosebumps.
incredible.
Oh my
I have to
God.
send it to you guys. It was.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. Sorry.
Wow.
I didn't
Oh my
mean to,
gosh.
like,
Also,
go off on a
I
tangent, but
wanna
was like,
say,
I will forget about this.
We got so many kind
Yes.
emails and messages from people.
And
So
me as well. Some
lovely.
Just personal messages. Thank you guys all
Yeah.
so much. It's been a tough 2 weeks. And sorry, I know I'm like totally interrupting our stories, but like
it's our
you know,
podcast.
it hits
Yeah.
it hits
Do
at the
what we
weirdest
want.
times, and it's you know, like you think it's good, it's fine, it's whatever. It's just facts of life. This is the cycle of life. Blah blah blah. And then somebody when we were in London last week, one of the people in the group we were hanging out with was like, oh, I love sending pictures like this to my dad, like taking a picture of something like, oh, it's like an inside joke. And I was just thinking, oh, I can't do that anymore.
It's grief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hits at a weird time, you know?
Comes in waves.
Yeah. Aubrey Plaza was on
I was
Good
about to bring
Hang
that up. Yeah.
this week and had a really beautiful description of grief due to, you know, her losing her husband.
Oh, God, that's right.
This year, and I just thought she described it perfectly.
What was it on?
How are you?
It was on Good Hang.
Yeah, which is a great podcast. If you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend. I was going to use it as my "What are you watching?" But
You still can?
no, and I still will because the one episode I thought I was going to wreck my car. I was laughing so hard. But yeah, no, she was describing it like the movie The Gorge. Pretty much she'd be like, oh, you're like fine, but at any moment you can look over, you can see the gorge, you can like jump into the gorge, you know. It's just always
it was
there.
like described as like it's just over there, right? It's just like on the other side of whatever you're doing. It's just in the background of whatever's
Periphery,
happening. And her saying, you know, when she was asked how she's doing, it was so relatable to just honestly be like, well, I'm functioning. I'm here. And I feel like when you are in the middle of like really serious grief due to whatever kind of loss that you've suffered, that is the most honest answer you can give because it is so hard to function. So if you are out participating in life in whatever way that you're doing it, it's like, I'm here, I'm functioning. It's still there. It's right over there. You know, I'm choosing to take one step forward, you know. And for her, it really hit me because, and I could be wrong about this, but I think I read somewhere that they were separated or in the process of separating. And I cannot, as someone who's, you know, gone through a separation, I cannot imagine the layers of grief and pain and how complicated that must be for her. So, just awful. Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, no.
Totally off track.
Good conversation. Anyway, this guy, texting was fun. He was sweet. Didn't give off serial killer energy. He suggested this cute cafe downtown, and I thought, okay, cool, simple, low pressure. I show up a few minutes early, order an iced latte because I was already kind of nervous. And wait, if you're nervous, coffee's not the answer. Then I see him walk in with another woman. At first, I thought maybe his sister, friend, coworker who randomly needed a ride. Nope. He walks right up, gives me a hug, and goes, "This is my mom. I figured she'd love to meet you."
Oh.
I thought it was going to be a wife and unicorn situation. I'm not going to lie, but
no.
I don't know that this might be worse.
Oh, I laughed because I thought he was joking, like, haha, Kevin's got jokes. But his mom smiled, sat down across from me, and started asking me questions like I was interviewing for the position of wife number one.
Oh my God, this is major Kevin vibes.
No, I hate it.
Look, I know we have some Kevin listeners because they comment on
A
the
really good friend named Kevin.
Facebook page. We're not talking about you. Not all Kevins.
That's the name of this episode. Not all Kevin's. Oh my God.
Now, I'm not trying to be rude. She was actually really nice. Maybe too nice. But I was caught so off guard. I asked, wait, she's staying for the whole date? And Kevin says, yeah, we always do this.
No.
My mom gives me vibes on girls I date. It saves time.
I hate it. No. Run. You're not the asshole.
No.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Get the fuck out.
You know
I
who the
choked.
asshole is the mom.
Mom.
Like, what the fuck?
I
You gotta know.
Ugh.
You dated at one time. Was
I
this
would
acceptable?
Never.
Oh my God. How uncomfortable would you be, Cassie?
Oh, it would.
So
no.
uncomfortable.
No.
I choked on my latte. Not only was I being judged by a complete stranger, but apparently this was a recurring thing for him. Like, this woman has probably sat through more dates than I have had this year. About 10 minutes of weird small talk. His mom asked if I wanted kids, if I was spiritual but not religious. I stood up, said, hey, I think I'm going to head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And left.
I'm
I
a
didn't
head
make
out.
a scene. I paid for my drink. I even smiled on the way out. But Kevin texted me later calling me disrespectful and said I didn't give him or his mom a fair chance.
Oh.
No.
I think
no.
you
I
give her
didn't
bodies.
sign up to give your mom shit, first of all.
Truth.
Yeah.
I showed this to my group chat and oh my God. I showed this to my group chat and half of them were crying laughing while the other half said I could have just stayed and been polite.
No.
But honestly, I didn't sign up for a family dinner interview on a first date.
No.
So
Unfriend
Reddit,
the other
am
half.
I the asshole for leaving mid-date because a guy brought his mom and didn't warn me?
Not the
Are
asshole.
you kidding me?
Not the asshole.
What? Who are your friends?
Honestly.
Dump
Your
half.
time is valuable.
No. I hate.
What?
No.
What kind of like don't rock the boat mentality? I hate that. It's like,
No.
like that whole.
As a people pleaser, even I would probably be like, you know what, this is because I'm a people pleaser, but I fucking hate small talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like these kinds of surprises. So I probably would have done the same fucking thing.
I love Chris's
No.
mom, but if he brought her on their first date, I would be like, what the fuck?
It's weird.
It's such a red
Weird.
flag. It's such a red flag. Like that, I'm all for somebody being close with their family, but there is such a thing as too close.
Yes.
Where it is a major red flag. Like, how are you going to fit into that dynamic if the two of you get serious? Like,
TLC has a whole show on it.
oh
You know that?
God, no.
TLC has a
hate
show.
this.
Again, Kenny JD covered it. If you don't want to watch the show, which I don't, I want to watch somebody talk about it. There's a show on TLC called like I'm in Love with a Mama's Boy or something like that.
No.
And it is ick. Oh my
No.
God. It is literally like you guys would fuck if it was socially acceptable. Like that I'm so sorry. It is the energy. Like
God.
literally one of the guys was like he wears matching outfits with his mom.
No.
They fucking do everything.
Get
And
fucked.
she has other kids. She has other kids. And like they're like super close. And he says, well, I love my mom. We do everything together. But like, obviously we know we can't date. And I'm like,
That's giving you wish you could.
that's giving you wish you could.
Oh my God.
I
Okay,
couldn't hate
Oedipus.
anything less.
Jesus.
So
At
sorry.
least Oedipus didn't know it was his mom. Jesus. Okay. Shaking that off.
Wow.
Dude, I need to check out that recap though. I am
I'll
actually
send it to
kinda
you. I will, because
curious.
you will love her sense of humor too in talking about it. But yeah, it shows you clips of this show because I don't think I could raw dog that show.
No.
Like I don't think I could watch a whole like episode of it. But
No.
clips,
Yes.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I am sharing a listener story. And they say, I know y'all don't usually share names, but because I'm still actively recovering from the story below, I'd like to make sure to remain anonymous.
You got it.
I've listened to your podcast for about 3 years and listening to the backlog of episodes before that. Really love not only your banter, the stories, and the Tainted Love stories, but just some of the real talk and understanding that the country is a dumpster fire and we all just have to go on like it's fine. Oh, I love you.
know, thank you so much
you
for letting us know that because literally sometimes I'm like, are we talking too much about how bad the world is? I appreciate that there's solidarity in
Yeah,
that.
it's not normal what's happening now. Speak
No.
truth to power. Anyway, I've been sitting on this story for a long time and decided to share about a time when I was someone's worst date. Womp, womp, womp.
It happens.
When I was 19, I was seeing a guy who I worked with. It was casual, and we probably dated for 4 or 5 months. I think he was like 23 at the time. We decided to go together to the wedding of a coworker. We hadn't been at the reception very long when another coworker, not the one who got married, got me a Long Island iced tea. And then another.
Oh, no.
And then even
no.
another.
Oh no.
I have to say,
Tastes
Long
like
Island
tea.
iced teas they're delicious. They're a one maximum.
Yeah.
You switch to something else
There's
after.
Yes.
4 different liquors in it.
No, anything that
And a
has
splash
gin mixed
of
with
Coke.
something else is like, you don't fuck with that.
No.
And you're 19. You're a baby
Hun bun.
drinker.
Honey
No,
bun.
I've said on this podcast that got me so fucked up in Vegas for our friend Amy's 21st birthday was just like chugging a Long Island.
No, this is
Like nightmare.
Yeah. Now, I had drank before, but I'm talking beer around a bonfire, Smirnoff Ice,
No.
wine
girl.
coolers,
Oh, girl.
0 to 60.
and Jaeger bombs because it was the early 2000s, and for
Yep.
some reason those things had a chokehold on us.
What
yeah.
were we doing?
Honestly.
As
I
a
don't know.
sidebar.
Dude.
Jaeger bombs were so disgusting.
Goldschlager.
What were we
Goldschlager.
doing? It's the most disgusting. Why were we punishing ourselves?
I don't know. Dude, it was a wild time. It
It
was
was.
with low-rise jeans and
Man,
Goldschlager.
but you know
Oh,
what?
girl.
We were free.
We were
We were free.
in the club in our business casual and
Yeah.
Our kitten heels.
and
Actually, it was either kitten heels or like I wore the
Yes.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the platform Kardashian
Yeah.
fucking with a bandage dress.
Obama
Oh,
was
girl.
president and everything was going to be fine. Oh, actually,
hope.
no, not early 2000s. No, we were still dealing
We were
with
still in the
a
Bush years. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, still. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry.
Anyways. So the Long Islands pushed me way past my limit.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't remember a lot of the night, just bits and pieces. But to make it as simple as possible, here's how the rest of the night went. This is giving, I know I've told this story on the podcast before of the wedding with the white pants that I don't remember.
Tequila
That
night?
Oh
yeah,
my
Where
God,
you maybe
yes.
murdered
where I
somebody?
maybe murdered
Yeah.
somebody.
I'll
Yeah.
never forget it.
Never forget.
Yeah. We should stop bringing it up though.
Yeah,
One of these days, there's going to be an FBI agent listening who's like,
I'm gonna
this
be I'm
sounds-
gonna be on a Dateline.
Oh no.
Sounds very familiar. Okay. 1, we left the reception. 2, I threw up in his car on the way back to his house. 3,
Ugh. In
only
his car.
reason, yeah.
Ugh.
Only reason he was bringing me back to his house was because he didn't want to drop me off at my parents' house when I was blackout drunk. 4, get to his house, and I guess I thought I was going to throw up again, so he got me to the bathroom. 5, as I sat in front of the toilet, he handed me my phone to get the number of somebody who could come and get me. 6, I was thinking I was throwing my phone on the floor. I actually threw it in the toilet.
oh, God. Oh my God. I did my ex-boyfriend when I first moved to LA and I was broke. And I had a flip phone. No. I got a flip phone after this because we were really, I think it was the same night that I threw up,
Yep.
like driving down Normandy.
Oh.
He was driving and I threw up and it just went all along the side of the car.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the next day you're like, oh, we have to go through
car wash.
a car wash.
Yeah.
But when we got back, he accidentally flushed my phone
Yep.
down the toilet. Which probably in that crappy apartment I had in Koreatown, probably like fucked up the pipes. They're probably
Yeah.
still fucked up from that.
Yeah.
It's probably still there,
Still.
lodged in the pipes.
Oh no.
See, for me, it makes me think of like if I get a little bit drunk and belligerent and I'm like, I don't want to call anybody. And you're just like throwing shit.
No.
I could see you
Okay.
doing that actually.
Yeah.
It's just like no shirt on, titties out.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Are you do you have cameras in here?
I just know you that well.
I know. 7, he called on one of our managers from work because A, I think he didn't know what to do with me, and B, that manager knew some of my family and maybe would know who to call to take me home.
You cannot call my boss. No.
8.
Oh my God, I'd be so embarrassed.
I hate
if my boss got called.
8. My stepmom ended up coming to pick me up and bring me home. No, I don't remember this. 9.
No.
I woke up the next day trying to put the pieces together, texting on my Nokia brick cell phone because those things were resilient as hell, and literally and figuratively dying, apologizing up and down and sideways for the night to this guy. 10.
Blacking out is the most horrifying experience.
It's
it
so
really
scary.
Is. It's so bad. Like, I've only blacked out a couple of times, like maybe twice. And it's like, honestly, it is like one of top 3 least favorite feelings the next day when you're like,
what did I do last night?
Horrible.
Yikes.
Horrible.
Yeah. 10. Then realizing I have to come out of my room at some point to face my parents. 11. Then realizing I have to work with this guy again soon.
Oh my God.
Died again.
This is why you don't shit where you eat.
Yes. 12. When I did work my next shift with him, I brought him Febreze for his car as a way to break the ice with a jokey apology of some sorts. 13. He essentially ended up ignoring me for that day, didn't really accept the real or joke apology, and we didn't really speak for the rest of the time we worked together.
I have to say, like, that man ain't shit.
Yes.
Because I know
Yeah.
that was a not fun night for him. I totally understand that. But she did it's not her fault.
Yeah,
you know
she's
what I mean?
19,
Like,
and
Yeah, it's not like she
somebody
knows
was
how much
feeding
liquor.
her alcohol.
Right.
Yeah,
we've all been there. Everybody's gotten on my 23rd birthday. I went out and we did karaoke, and they were having a special on Sex on the Beaches, and I got there first because I had reserved the space, and so I was drinking one. So of course it's my birthday, so everybody was like,
buying.
this is what you're drinking tonight. So I don't know how many Sex on the Beaches I've had, which is like just sugar.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
so much sugar.
Ugh.
And
worst
so I got
hangover.
like so fucking sick and so hungover. And like, yes, of course it was a choice I made, but
Yeah, but you're young. You don't
Whatever.
know your limits
like,
yet. And I'm
100%.
sorry, a Long Island iced tea does not taste like you're drinking pure alcohol, but it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You know?
like what, 4 shots?
It's insane.
drink?
It's
It's like, yeah,
literally
4
this
different
much alcohol and a
alcohols.
splash
Yeah.
of Coke is what
Yeah.
makes it look like tea. It's like a bunch of clear liquor, a splash of Coke.
Ugh.
yeah.
I remember Cassie, when we all used to go to the Dollhouse in Columbus, and they always had like $1 Long Island iced teas.
Oh,
Oh.
get fucked.
At a
Those
strip
people know
club?
what they're doing.
Yes.
That is
Right.
fucked
That
up.
ain't right.
No, that's not.
That ain't right.
That's diabolical.
That is diabolical. That ain't
I'm like,
right.
Yeah, that's good marketing.
Is that good for?
I have to
was
say,
it just for
$1
women, though?
cocktails.
Or was it for anybody?
Maybe
I think it was probably
just
just for women, because I don't think that they would do a strip.
At a strip
You know what?
club?
I can answer this question. Hey, Chris, do you remember the Dollhouse doing $1 Long Island iced teas? Oh, he said vaguely, but I never really drank there.
Oh,
Good for him.
yeah.
I feel like $1 cocktails, because I've experienced that myself. It sounds like a good idea.
So
It goes south so fucking quickly.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't be $1. We need a higher barrier to entry.
when I worked at a dance club, I was under 21. And so a Sex on the Beach was the code name for the alcohol-free drink that they would make me. That, the customer would buy me thinking they're buying me an alcoholic drink. But
Oh.
Sex on the Beach was like the code word fake drink.
For just juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gave you
Juice.
juice.
Yeah.
Cassie want juice.
I want juice. Dang. I
Oh, no.
I baby stripper.
No.
No, this whips
hate
out
that.
I
bad.
know it.
Anyways,
We all have issues, okay?
Yeah, yeah. She says, I appreciate how he handled the situation overall. I don't. I do wish we could have talked it out, but I also don't know what else to expect from a 20-something-year-old dude. Yeah, that also true.
Yeah.
I'm still mortified when I think about this experience, which is about weekly since I have anxiety and it just won't let up.
Oh my God. So relatable. That's so relatable.
Pops in out of nowhere. You're like, remember that time?
You get the chills, you shiver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No. It's going to be the first of many of those stories, unfortunately, that will just shame receipt their way into your shower.
Yep.
Oh no.
Trying to go to sleep. Oh, you remember that time?
Yeah. But yeah, that's the story that some guy has to tell is probably one of the worst dates he's ever been on.
Well, girl, listen.
Don't be that
Here's the
embarrassed.
thing.
You're fine.
Don't be that embarrassed. I understand because I would be too, but he did his best, maybe quote unquote, with how to handle that situation. No, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I think he could have done better in handling that situation. I don't think calling your manager, yes, it resulted in you getting picked up and all of that stuff. I don't know that was the best way to handle that. Also, I know we've even said it on this podcast, oh, they're in their 20s, they're whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to men, I feel like we give them so much leniency for being like, it's a boy in his 20s. What do we expect? And it's like, I don't know. We expect a whole fucking lot from women in their 20s. So,
That's
like,
right.
I mean, yes, we make stupid decisions. Yes, we get too drunk and like all that stuff too. But I don't know. I feel like we're expected to if the genders were reversed, I think I would have felt more pressure on me to handle that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't have called his parents or his manager.
I wouldn't have called his boss. And I also would have been so much more gracious about being like, oh, it's okay. Like things happen. Like I would have felt pressure to be that way. To be like, oh, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
So for him to be like kind of a dick about it, that was a choice. I don't know.
Yeah. Totally. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then come back with the Tainted Love?
Sounds good. And we're back. And I'm excited to tell you the story. Obviously, it's a Tainted Love, so it's not like, yay, this happy story. But I first heard about this when I was reading Griffin Dunn's book. So Griffin Dunn is Dominic Dunn's son, and then Dominique Dunn's sister, the Dominique Dunn who was murdered. I think we told her story.
Dominique Dunn's brother?
Yep.
We knew what you meant.
Yep.
Got it.
So Griffin Dunn wrote a book called The Friday Afternoon Club, and it's a memoir. And in the memoir, he tells this story that, like, in the very top level, that was like, ooh, I need to know more about this. They were neighbors with one Lana Turner, and
oh yes,
I have almost done this one.
Me too.
Oh,
so
good one.
Yeah, so I'm excited because it's an interesting story. I didn't know much about it because I mean, like you just, I don't know, like I had never heard about it until this book, and then it was brought up, and then in the book he talks about how his dad was like, Lana did this, Lana killed him. So let's break it down. Let me tell you a little bit about Lana Turner. First of all, Lana Turner's story was kind of one for the ages. She was a bit of a beacon, as it was for Hollywood actresses who flooded Hollywood looking to be found. The story of her success, like kind of her rise to fame, was that she was sitting in a soda fountain across from Hollywood High School when she was, quote, discovered by a Hollywood talent agent at 15 years old.
Yeah, because you look like Lana Turner.
Yes.
Who is like insanely stunning. Also, when I hear that, when I was a kid, I used to be like, oh, wow, how amazing to just be like walking around the mall or at the fucking soda fountain or whatever.
Yeah.
But now I hear that and I'm just like, what kind of creep ass 50-year-old man?
Like, you got a face for the movies, kid.
Yeah. I was just like creeping on a 15-year-old girl.
See, the story for my age group was the Edward Furlong, right? So supposedly he was in arcade and somebody found him and was like, "Oh, we want you for this movie," or Shoshana, or not Shoshana, but Shannon Sossaman, who was like, I think DJing at somebody's party.
Also, she's still a
it's
DJ,
like
I think. But it's always just creepy to me, especially in this time period, and especially with girls this young. And there are so many of these where I'm just like, it's a little like, if you were a 50, 40 something year old woman and you found out that your 50-year-old husband was like, that girl's got something.
And
she's got pizzazz.
And she's 15.
She's got an it factor. You're like,
Ew.
I don't love that. No, I wouldn't love that. But, and so her agent didn't love that she was 15 either and was like, you need to tell people you're 18 years old.
My great grandma did that. That's how she got married at 15.
Yikes.
How long? She was 18.
Did they stay together?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
they stayed together. Okay,
did
so
back then.
if we're going to talk about like fucked up grandparents, great-grandparents relationships, they had a beautiful marriage. Esther and Estel, lovely couple. They were wonderful. They played... she sang, he played the fiddle.
Oh my God. I love this.
They did swing dancing together.
Oh my God.
Is sweet. But their meeting by today's standards would not be sweet because he was 18 years old and he was her school bus driver. And she was 15.
Yeah.
15 and 18. So it's only 3 years, but 15 and 18.
Yeah.
It's not bad for back in the day.
In the time, in like the 1930s, it was like whatever.
Sure.
But they wanted to get married right away. Her parent, my great grandma, Esther, she was extremely stubborn until that we used to play board games together when she was old, like when she was in her 80s, 90s. And she was still like super sassy, super competitive. I think she was an Aries. She was very competitive. And, and her parents didn't want them getting married. And so they went to the next town over and they told the
office,
the office that she was 18 and they got married anyway.
Wow.
And they stayed married until he died of cancer in the 90s. So there you go.
I mean, there you go. But yeah, her agents were like, you're 18, you mean? And I think that had it been the story of your grandmother, it'd probably be a little bit different, but you're in Hollywood and having to
creeps
print,
everywhere.
You're 15 years old and there are creeps everywhere, like you said, and you have to tell people you're 18. Oh, it's not giving good vibes. She was born Julia Jean Mildred on February 8th, 1921 in Wallace, Idaho. When she was just 6 years old, the family had moved to San Francisco where her parents separated. In 1929, her father was actually part of... I think something about had left the house to go pick her up a bicycle, but on the way, like stopped at a card game, ended up being shot or murdered after this card game. So she's just a little kid, right? And then shortly after that, then her family was moved. Her mom moved them to Los Angeles where she was able to find, more lucrative jobs. So she lost her mom her dad pretty young. And then also kind of just never really had that male role model, but then also lost her dad to something pretty violent, a murder. Yeah. So she meets her first husband, Artie Turner. He's a composer. He meets her on the set of the 1939 movie Dancing Coed. The marriage lasted only 4 months, as she had purported that he would fly into rages. Like he was poorly tempered, very violent man. With her second husband, Joseph Stephen Crane, she had her daughter, Cheryl Crane. Technically, they were married twice. This is a wild story. The first marriage that she thought they got married, they had to annul because Crane was actually still married to his other wife. So
he sounds lovely.
I know.
I bet he's a really good guy.
And so surprisingly, the second marriage only lasted, when they actually were able to get married, only lasted until 1944. So I think in total they were together for 4 years, maybe. Then she was married to New York socialite, so married to 3. Married to her socialite Henry J. Topping Jr. He married Turner.
Sounds like a dick. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, Henry J. Topping Jr.
A socialite named
Oh,
Harry.
he probably sucked so much,
of the topping
of the Topping family. Yeah.
Yes, of the New York
Toppings.
In 1948, but that also lasted 4 years. So there's not a lot about that marriage. I think just because too he's a socialite, but I think because probably he had money, things were kept a little private. So there's not really a lot to say about that one. Her fourth marriage in 1953, she wed Lex Barker and content warning for SA. In her memoir, that her daughter Cheryl claimed that Barker had SA'd her and R-wording her when she was only 10 years old.
Oh God.
Yeah. Cheryl finally confronted her mother, Lana, and was like, by her friends were like, you need to tell your mom about this. And when she did, apparently Lana, when she was told about the assault, held a gun to his head and ordered him to get out of her home. And the divorce was final in 1947.
Well, so good on her.
Yes. For believing her daughter and following through to
at that
protect her.
time period. I feel like that's very like.
But this is this is a daughter now, 10 years old. This is like 4 marriages. This is maybe whomever she was dating to in between. There is a book that's out, and I am totally gonna forget this guy's name. Maybe I wrote it later. Casey Sherman. Casey Sherman wrote a book called A Murder in Hollywood that kind of dives into the story. And, he's basically, suggests a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about in the story. And this just came out last year, this book. So apparently they're talking about maybe it might be a movie. So that'll be interesting.
Well, they're making that fiction book, The Seven
Evelyn
Husbands.
Hugo.
Yeah, they're making that movie.
I'm excited about that.
I am
I
too.
I wish they had done a TV show, honestly, for that one.
There's a lot to cover in that book.
Yeah. Yeah.
It needs to be like a limited series.
I think so too.
Yeah. So this is 4 marriages. This is also, lots of dating people. Casey Sherman in his book also says at this time there, it's not uncommon for people to go from marriage to marriage because really dating was kind of frowned upon. So if you met somebody, you liked them, you're going to marry them. I mean, we're talking about
how unhealthy.
Yeah.
Truly.
I mean, my grandmother was married 5 times. So,
my grandpa's, they've been together now for his current wife and him have been together for over 20 years, but it's his 4th wife. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I think it just, it happened a lot more than because it was like socially acceptable to be married, but it was not socially acceptable to just be dating around and, sowing your wild oats, especially as a woman, and especially as a woman like Lana Turner, who has fame, behind her. Mm-hmm. But, their divorce, like I said, was final in 1947. And I think by that time, things are maybe changing a little bit, but still not quite.
I mean, 1947, that's still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, right. Yeah. So
we're not talking about the 60s when people
started turning around,
starting to get divorced more and, date more and stuff like that.
Being able to date without having to marry somebody.
Yeah.
Turner met John Stompanato casually so this is after she's divorced. She meets John Stompanato kind of through acquaintances, but she says that she was, quote, thoroughly intrigued by his forthrightness, and he showered her with lavish gifts. Stompanato is a Marine vet and was given her number. He'd fought in World War II, and he was given her number through another actress. It's not clear specifically who at the time, to reach out to her under a pseudonym. So he didn't even reach out to her under his real name at first. He was using a pseudonym, sending her flowers and...
Don't like that, first of all. What's that about? Secondly, we're talking about like the late 1940s, and he's a World War II vet. Mm-hmm. Babe.
Oh, there's... So much
you got
more.
I know, but I'm just like therapy because like you have not had enough time to heal from whatever you went through in World War II. You should not jump into dating upon coming back stateside immediately. You are not ready.
No, the 1947 was when her divorce was final from her last husband.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
A little bit later.
So it's a little bit later.
Time.
There's a little bit of time in between. Yeah. So we're probably talking
I was like, Jesus.
early 50s. Still like, it's pretty quick, right?
I would imagine maybe you're not dealing with your PTSD, possible PTSD in the most healthy way.
Certainly there's definitely some other things I'm sure going on in his head, but also too, he was also, kind of associated with the LA, was associated with the LA. Yeah, was associated with the LA mobster Mickey Cohen. I don't know if you've know of Mickey Cohen. He's like the guy who took over for Bugsy Siegel so he ran Hollywood. He was Hollywood mobster. So in Casey's book, he suggests that this was like he thinks that their coming together was a bit of a setup brought on by Cohen because Cohen thought he could extort money from her. So he thought that by, Stampinato being in her life, they would be able to put her in compromising positions and therefore extort money from her, this very rich, wealthy actress, right? So this is the theory behind Casey's book. Like I said, A Murder in Hollywood, Untold Story of Tinseltown's Most Shocking Crime. So
imagine your brain working that way. I always think this when I watch shows like this, or like, when I was watching Worst Roommate Ever, Worst Ex Ever, stuff like that, where I'm just like, any of these cons, imagine your brain working in such a way that
diabolical.
Like, you are seeking to fuck someone over for your own gain.
Wild,
you
right?
know, like eyes wide open. It's not like it's a byproduct of something else. Like you are going into it, like wanting to fuck this woman's life up, like put her in compromising positions and fuck with their life. And so my brain can't get around that.
Yeah. Well, once again, Lana was, I think, smitten by his love bombing. I think probably she had been through 4 really, shitty marriages and was like, like this guy.
She was thrown into this world at 15. Yeah. Like you don't have
grow up.
The
mental capacity.
You didn't learn, you know.
And that era too of Hollywood, like, oh my goodness.
Shitty.
Yeah. She would have been entering Hollywood in the 30s then, and they were, giving kids like benzos and uppers and all kinds of
Judy Garland just fucking her up.
September 1957, while Turner was filming the movie Another Time, Another Place in London, Stampinato disrupted the production and violently choked Turner before being forced off the set by the co-star Sean Connery. So he had, through like a wild temper tantrum, Turner did end up phoning Scotland Yard, and the incident basically ends up having him deported from the UK. So, I mean, this is not a light and easy fun guy. So I'm like, how do you think this is not any better than anything you've dealt with up to this point? The couple was rarely seen in public together. They were not. She didn't bring him in public. There's very few photos of them together that are, and they're never like press photos. It's really rare. Like she didn't take him places. They weren't out together. I don't know if this had a lot to do with just kind of like the general, they're not married, that kind of taboo, or if this had to do with his association again with the mobster, and the mob scene. But it's, overall, it's not a good look for her. Right. Also, he's, she's into this place where she's like in her 30s now and starting to kind of quote age out of, big films and things like that. So she's in a place where she is, looking to do more production work and, leverage her career into a different path where she can, still be making money in the industry that she created her career in without having to be the leading lady, as it were, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he wants her to bankroll some productions for her under his name. He's also there were some reports of abuse. One time, Lana's mother actually called the police, saying, that he was abusing her. But Lana never followed through. She never went to the police to make an actual file a full report. Their arguments really kind of seemed to come to a head, though, when Turner refused to have him escort her to the Academy Awards. She was nominated for her role in Peyton Place as the lead actress. And so she ended up taking her mother and her daughter, Cheryl, with her instead of taking him. And I think...
Which, as an aside, if you haven't listened, when Criminal did, I think, a two-parter. Mm-hmm. Criminal is an incredible podcast. We've talked about it before, but Criminal did a two-parter about this with the focus being on Peyton Place, like moving into the events that are going to happen after because of what Peyton Place was about and like what it meant to
actually have no
the industry
idea
at that time. Yeah. So because
so
Peyton
good.
Place was like very salacious. It was like kind of like a soap opera-y show. So good. So if you haven't listened to that, I highly, after this, if you're interested in this story, I highly recommend that on Criminal.
Oh, I wish I had known. I would have. His voice. I know you guys love the podcast.
Her voice, not Case File. Criminal. Phoebe Judge.
Oh, I'm Phoebe Judge, and this is yeah. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in now. I'm back. Her voice, amazing.
Like butter.
Like butter. Just 8 days after this event, after the Academy Awards, on April 4th, 1958, which is Good Friday, the police are called, or no, the police aren't called. Actually, funny enough, the police aren't called right away. But something ends up happening, okay? And the result of this something is Johnny Stompanato ends up dead. So, quote, from Cheryl, this is a quote from her autobiography. She says, "I could hear voices, but I couldn't hear what was going on. So I got up, I went to the hall to her bedroom door, and I stood there and I listened. He was making threats. He said, 'I'll cut your face. I'll kill your mother. I'll kill your daughter. You'll never work in this town again. And you can't throw me out. You can't get rid of me.'" So she also says in her book that she goes downstairs. She was like, he has threatened her in the past. Like, she's scared. I mean, this is also a daughter who is seeing her mom be treated incredibly poorly.
Right.
Has trauma of her own.
Has some trauma of her own. Has seen, this happen. There's definitely a pattern here.
And why wouldn't you believe him if that's the stuff he's saying?
Of course.
Given the kind of person that he is.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely somebody who has already raised hands to this woman. I mean, according to Lana's mother. So this is someone who's already had, made abusive, attempts at her and has done things in the past. So this is not this doesn't sound like auto threats.
The choking incident, like if someone chokes you, that's just practice.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. That is someone who is, like you said, practicing for the main event. That is all there is to it. So Cheryl says she goes downstairs and she says, quote, "There was a knife on the counter. I picked it up, ran back upstairs. Her door suddenly flies open and I see Johnny coming toward me. He's got his hands up. I raise the knife and he walks right into it. And he looked at me and said, 'My God, Cheryl, what have you done?'" So this is her quotes from her autobiography about what happened. Lana says that, there's a little bit of discord between the stories.
Disconnect.
Don't quite 100% line up, because then she kind of explains it like, he was in the room and she stepped in between them, and she thought he was poking her she was poking him in the belly. She didn't realize that there was a knife in her hand, and didn't realize until he was on the ground that he had been stabbed. At first, she calls her doctor, and then her next call is to Jerry Geisler, or Giesler, her attorney. Cheryl, on the other hand, runs out of the room and calls her father. And her father comes over, and I think he's the first to arrive. Then the doctor shows up, and then Jerry Giesler, her attorney. Jerry's like, okay, so again, there's a lot of suspicion about what happened. And we may never actually know the truth. The book that I was telling you about, Cassie's book that I had told you about earlier, he really goes into, breaking this down in a real, like, if I was a cop and a criminal, or like, this is like how, like this, there's clear things that weren't investigated properly. I think there's a lot of Hollywood rumors. Even Dominic Dunn had said, he's like, she clearly killed him. Lana did. And it seems like the feeling across the board is that they maybe talked Cheryl into taking the heat because she's only a teenager at the time. She's like 14 years old.
Right.
And that Jerry basically tells her, like, I can get her off in justifiable homicide. Like, this is,
this is the best case scenario.
Best case scenario. Exactly. Like, you as an adult could end up going on death row. She's a child. She's not going to see death row. They end up, some of the things that also like made this very questionable and people were like suspicious about Lana at the time is that it's a pristine crime scene. At the crime scene, there's no like blood on the floor. It's very cleaned up. Like, there's not, except for the bloody knife that's sitting on the table and him himself, there's not like blood strewn everywhere, or it doesn't look like a crime scene.
Well, I mean, all of their first calls were to not the police.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Like, who
Once
fucking
again,
knows what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, too, this is not like LAPD at the time. This is Beverly Hills Police Department, right? This is not.
Well, and even if it was LAPD, notoriously corrupt during this time period, and probably had ties to the mob.
Yeah.
Probably. Well,
so it's like,
but if they had, I think that would have actually been against her as well, because
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
exactly.
This
so like
gone
calling the cops initially is like
the worst case scenario for her, for sure. Yeah.
Clean that shit up first.
But Beverly Hills,
I'm not advocating for crime, but
Beverly Hills PD is the one who's showing up, and of course they're not like, this is not their bag, right? Like, investigating homicides is not something that is on their radar every day. Also, too, they're just like willing to accept an open and shut case. Johnny E's bad guy, easy enough. Boop, boop,
and
boop.
Lana's on a hit show. She's fucking stunning.
Yeah.
She's like Hollywood royalty. I can imagine them. They're just like, we don't want to.
Yeah.
No.
Who wants to rock that boat and deal with that paperwork, And again, the other suspicious thing is there's no death row for children. However, when they do end up going to court, there's, the whole, trial and everything. Again, she is basically Cheryl is let off with justifiable homicide. So they, they're like, yeah, she did what she had to do. And of course, I think probably her history probably wasn't brought up, but if you think your mom's going to die and this man's threatening your life and threatening your grandmother's life and threatening your family, you probably thought you had to do what you had to do. So they were like, yeah. And I can see it. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
However,
it's a story that makes sense to people. And it's a story they want to believe.
Exactly that. It's a story people want to believe. They want to believe this is just, it's justifiable, a bad guy gone, right?
Yep.
However, the Stampinato family are not as cool with this as, they're like,
you don't say.
Yeah. So they end up bringing a wrongful death suit against Lana because they do not believe that a 14-year-old child could go up against a war veteran who's, also a mob guy,
But they believe Lana could, though? Like,
what-
you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't think that there's a significant difference between those, you know, in that situation. Also, like, if she had the upper hand on him, if it was a surprise, whatever,
Sure.
it's not necessarily about size
Exactly.
or strength in that situation.
Yeah. But
I understand why they can't accept it. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
but-
And of course, their family, too. I mean, this is their family. They're like, I want justice for this. They do end up settling out of court for an unnamed sum. So she does settle with them. So I don't know. I do know that in...
Well, I probably would too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
make
just
it go away.
Make it go away. Yeah. And both of their, you know, no one has really been able to come out and say that, you know, they have proof, but this book does make some compelling arguments for sure. There was one person who said that she had told, and he didn't say anything until after she passed, because, you know, there is no time limit on, you know, a murder conviction. So one person did come forward, and it was her hairdresser from the time. And he said that she did confess to him that she had done it. And, you know, she had to basically to protect her family. And I'm like, I kind of believe a hairdresser. We know everything.
Well, and
So
I
who
kind of
knows?
believe that situation. I think either thing is true.
Yeah.
And like, obviously nobody knows except for those three people. But if you're looking at a pattern of behavior with somebody who is becoming more and more violent, who has a violent nature, a violent past, it's not wild to speculate that, you know, maybe he was getting violent with her. They had a disagreement about her not taking him to the Academy Awards or wherever, you know, like it doesn't seem wild to me that either Lana Turner or her daughter would have killed him in some form of self-defense.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. Yeah. I think it would have been justifiable probably on Lana or her, but I think at the time
it would have ruined her career. It would have
Absolutely
derailed
could have,
her career. Even justifiable. Most likely at that point she would have been untouchable.
Sure.
So, I mean, even though she probably could have gotten the justifiable homicide as well, passing it off to her daughter maintained her career.
And it maintains a deniability, you know, a distance
I
a bit.
remember they came out, I don't remember because it was before I was born, but I mean, as far as I've seen, like they came out fine in this situation. They were on talk shows talking about it, mother-daughter talking about this. Like, I think they had a lot of sympathy. I think a lot of people understood and believed them.
Yeah. Good. Which is really good. I think that Cheryl didn't end up in a couple like institution type situations for mental health, you know, but she ended. Yeah. I mean, even if you didn't.
Yeah.
And
and also just like a very unstable childhood.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. No, mental health was probably a good turn for her to be able to get some help. Lana went on to marry 3 more times after
this.
this.
Give it a rest. Seriously, live a soft life, man-free, decenter men, just hang out.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Seriously, that to me sounds so fucking stressful where I'm just like, you could have so much peace.
Girl.
Yeah.
Hang out with your mom and your daughter.
Yeah.
Just like kick it at home.
So
like, it's one of those like fool me once.
Yeah.
Shame on you know what I
fool
mean?
me
Like
7 times. Shame on me.
Like, did she get married 7 times?
7, I think total. Yeah. So 4 and then 3
Lord.
more. Yep. So let me tell you about the other 3. 1960 to 1962, she married a rancher, Frederick May. From 1965 to 1969, she married MGM producer Robert P. Eaton, who was younger than her. They ended up getting divorced because he hired a writer who had written a kind of negative expose on like her and her daughter and the whole story. So it just didn't sit well. It was very much a betrayal to her.
Well, and at that point, listen, if you're just collecting fucking marriages and divorces like Pokemon cards, it's like the one thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Like plenty.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm filing for divorce.
And then from
You know what? Fuck
1969 to 1972, she married her last husband, hypnotist Ronald Peller, who called himself Dr. Dante, which is another wild story in and of its own.
Did they stay married?
They stayed married just for a couple years, but let me tell you.
Jesus Christ.
So he apparently stole a bunch of jewelry from her, took her for like $130,000, ended up disappearing for a while. Just a year, I think, after they ended up divorced, he was charged with a conspiracy to murder his rival hypnotist.
No,
Girl,
bitch.
I swear
Shut
to
up.
God. I swear to God.
That is the nerdiest shit in the world.
Ever.
You're rival hypnotist.
Rival hypnotist. She did not marry anyone else after that. She decided to devote herself back to Catholicism and enjoy that nice, quiet life.
She married Jesus. She's like,
you know what? I'm plenty. I am plenty.
You know who'll be loyal? Jesus.
Maybe.
I do feel like, look, this is not meant to be victim blaming in any way, but I do feel like you have to be a bit of a glutton for punishment to go from like bad marriage to bad marriage to bad marriage, because I would be like, I'm plenty. Like I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, it's just like, maybe she just look inward and be like, am I prioritizing or
centering the right things?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think mental health was top of mind when she was coming up, I imagine.
No. Yeah.
But like, because truly, girl, like,
well, I just
get therapy.
watched a movie coming back from Dallas on the plane. This is a documentary on Greta Garbo. It wasn't very good.
I saw an advertisement for that. It's not good.
It's not. I wanted it to be more, but it was enough to make me be like, I want to learn more about Greta Garbo.
Because she became this like elusive figure when she got older,
like
right?
A recluse. Yeah. No, she left Hollywood after her contract was done, like on top. Like they wanted way more, and she was like, no, I want to be left alone. I don't want any part of this.
It makes me want to know everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Because to me, I'm just like, that is so, especially knowing what we know now about what stars in like the golden age of Hollywood went through, particularly women.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, that's honestly before her time in terms of mental health, like protecting your peace.
Yeah.
Because you've made all this money. People still like you. You don't have any significant scandals. GTFO.
Yeah.
Get out. Take your money. Get a brownstone.
That's right.
Chill out.
Yeah. No, she did. She lived the rest of her life in New York City. You know, she couldn't go back to Sweden because she was just so like as popular as she was here.
Oh yeah,
she was way more popular.
Sweden's too small a country.
Yeah, and so she went relatively unnoticed in New York. And was able to just kind of blend into the city. Which is just incredible. And also, like, I just have, like, such a romanticized version of that era of Hollywood, despite, like how beautiful it was on the screen, but how seamly and how awful the stories are underneath is fascinating to me.
I just watched a old Steve Martin movie called Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. It's like an old Steve Martin movie, and it's all in black and white, and it's a noir spoof. But something that they did was like what makes the movie kind of like fun and interesting is that it's him interacting. They take clips from old Hollywood movies, so he's interacting with Humphrey Bogart, he's interacting with Ava Gardner and Veronica Lake and all that. And it is I've always loved old movies. I've always watched, been obsessed with them. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, my favorite. But like, there is something so stunning about that era of cinema. Like just the way that they're shot and like these women specifically, like the lighting, they have this like glow about them. It's easy to romanticize it because it is so specific to a time and place. But whenever you do read about the studio system, and about like what these women went through, I mean, I covered years ago when we were still recording in Cassie's pod loft.
I covered the pod loft.
I covered Natalie Wood.
Yes.
And just like, you see these people and you idolize their lives and you want what they have or whatever, but then you hear about what they had to go through. Yeah. And it's so devastating.
Yeah. Yep. Turns out capitalism ruins everything. As
once again for everyone. Yeah, that's right.
Well, thank you for telling that. That one's been on my radar too. So I'm glad that someone finally snatched it.
Same.
It's funny. Like I said, I hadn't even known about that story until I read that book. So
listen to the Peyton Place on Criminal now that because I think you'll get a lot out of it because there's so much context about the show.
I love
or
that
the movie
show.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a movie, right? With Academy Award.
I think it was both. Yeah,
okay.
I think it was
and then
both.
they turned it into
like
a show
and a movie.
Okay.
Well, what are you guys watching this week?
Well, I mentioned it to you guys earlier. I mean, I've watched some movies here and there, but the thing that has been bringing me joy really has been watching Trixie and Katya. Like, it's just so... They just make me smile. Like, I just enjoy their content so much. Like, and they're so fucking funny and they're so quick, and it's aspirational whenever you watch them to be that witty and fast and I love watching people be themselves too, and just amazing. My dream is to stay in the Trixie Motel, even though it's way too fucking expensive in Palm Springs, but
well, what an experience. Yeah, exactly. I've been I mentioned earlier as well, Good Hang with Amy Poehler. She did an episode with somebody I'd never heard of before. I think she's a comedian. Her name's Leanne Morgan. She talks in a really thick Southern accent. And she's like, Amy. And she's an older lady. I think she's maybe getting ready to turn 60. Their banter was so funny. You could hear the people in the studio laughing the whole time.
I love it. Okay. I'm downloading it right now.
It's really, really funny. And she's had great interviews with, Seth Meyers was a really good one. She just did Aubrey Plaza.
I want to check that one out.
Yeah, she did. I think in my head, Ben, because it was Ben from Parks and Rec, the Severance dude. Whatever his name is, it's not coming. Adam Scott. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love them
love
together,
him.
Yes. They're so cute. Yeah. It's just a really positive, light, fun show. Amy Poehler is just so warm, and I think that's just what I need right now, so I've been really enjoying that.
I just followed it. That's exactly what I need.
Yeah, it's
and
very
I've been looking
warm
for a new show. My brain can't focus on like even an audiobook right now. Like I just need podcasts.
Yep.
I need short form.
Yeah.
And that sounds
perfect. Yeah.
Ideal.
And I love Amy Poehler, so
she's so great. Yeah.
Well, I have two things I'm going to share with you. One is so when we got back from sorry for the long outro, but I have to tell you a few things. First of all, went to London. It was fucking amazing. And we went for a friend's birthday, and our friend that lives here in Hamburg, and they had a bunch of people over. A bunch of people came from Chicago. He has friends from London, and a bunch of people showed up. It was a huge group of us, and we were like going around. We went to bars, went to like lunch and brunch, and I was like, oh my God, it made me miss having our big groups things.
Girl, we miss it too.
Yeah.
It made me miss that that group
that
of
season.
Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
I miss it too.
It was so fun. When I got back, because I had 2 days off that were not technically part of vacation, but they were just days off. So it was like part of my vacation days, but like I wasn't in London. It was just me like fucking rotting in my bed and cuddling my pets who were angry that I had left. And so I binged this show that I think you guys would both like called Naming the Dead. One of them's called Naming the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the DNA Doe Project. So it is literally them doing
love that.
DNA
yes.
research and then finding the families of these people.
Giving
Yes.
their names back.
Yes.
I love it.
What is that on?
It was
I'm
on
making a note.
National Geographic. It's called
Yes.
Naming.
Fucking love Nat
Yes.
Geo.
Yes.
And it's called
I'm on
Naming
it.
the Dead. It is so fucking good. You guys would love it.
Mm-hmm.
The next show, I don't know if you would love or not, but I straight up binged The Summer I Turned Pretty. And it is
I've been seeing
Our friend
clips
Mike
from
Scotty
that.
worked on that
Mm-hmm.
on the first season.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. It is so perfectly like
It's cute,
teen
right?
romance.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm so like into it now. And I'm all caught up and now I'm waiting for the next episode next week. I'm like on pins and needles and yeah.
Can we talk about how sad we are that Gilded Age is over? Oh my god.
Is it?
I can't.
Wait, it's not over, right?
No,
No,
it's
no,
coming
no,
back
no,
for
for the
season 4.
season, for the
no,
season.
but not having that to look forward to every Sunday
Yeah.
is a
Both
bum.
my shows ended at the same time. I was watching The Valley and I was watching Gilded Age, and they both ended at the same time. And I'm like, I'm Phoebe Judge, and this is criminal.
Yeah.
honestly.
Where's my next like Sunday night binge?
Yeah.
Like where is that? I mean, I have John Oliver, but
yeah.
not
It's not the
every
same.
week, and it's
and
not
it's
the
not
same.
the same.
No. I
Has
mean,
a
if you
different
just want,
mind space.
if you want something that is, I mean, The Summer I Turned Pretty is actually really good and it's based off a book. So it's,
Amazon?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty well, I think it's well, written, scripted as far as like a teenish drama.
I'd heard a lot about the
thing.
book
But
as far as
it's-
like a teen drama
Yeah.
book, rom-com. Yeah.
It's interesting. It's, I just don't know whether you guys would like it or not. I can't stop watching it. But I do think you guys would love naming the.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love it.
Because I'm always watching like Finding Your Roots
Yeah.
on PBS. Fucking love that show.
I watched a Nat Geo show about a like crew that went missing in the Arctic in like 1890.
Yeah.
They were trying to figure out like what happened.
Oh, I love Nat Geo.
So good.
My
Yes.
bingeable show always has been, and I think this is how I found it, was because I always watch Expedition Unknown. Obviously, the archaeologist nerd in
Amazing.
me. So I think that's how I ended up. Oh no, I was
Finding
watching Lost Treasures of Egypt.
Oh yeah, I've seen all those.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm caught
Yeah.
up. I'm waiting for the next episode, which might be tonight. So or tomorrow night.
Well, hey, if you guys have something that we should watch, if you have a terrible date story, if you just want to say hello or that you are one of the good Kevins, go to our one-stop shop of a website. It's myworstatepodcast.com, and we love you so much. Cheers.